Wish you could see all of these smiling faces and these signs, because we are here to see how this beautiful community is recovering and rebuilding 6 months after Hurricane Helene devastated the southeast, claiming 249 lives, 106 right here in North Carolina alone, and destroying thousands of homes and businesses. This morning, 6 months after Hurricane Helene's historic wrath, the Asheville community is still picking up the pieces. The storm first making landfall as a Category 4 hurricane in North Florida. Whoa! Then leaving a path of destruction across 7 states through Georgia and eastern Tennessee and flooding western North Carolina. Helene dumping up to 30 inches of rain on already soggy ground, triggering catastrophic flooding and landslides. Entire towns along the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains turned into rubble. WLOS morning anchor Taylor Thompson took me around Swannanoa, which quickly became Helene's ground zero.
The Swannanoa River here was almost 30 feet high, which is an insane record, above this building.
Wow.
These houses in a nearby neighborhood having to be gutted and completely rebuilt. But Taylor says the damage in this area only tells part of the story.
27 counties declared a state of emergency, and there were so many other counties that aren't Buncombe County that are still reeling. So they don't always get the same attention Asheville does and the same amount of help.
Thank you for that. It's so important for them to know that they're not forgotten.
But recovery won't be easy. Millions in the declared disaster area likely don't have protection for their damages and losses.
The only analogy I can think of for this room was it was like a washing machine in here.
The storm lifting up homes like Lance Mills.
That used to be where the front porch was. The front porch is over there now.
Excuse me, so this is not where the house was?
This is the foundation where the house sat. It used to be attached to this breezeway. It was parallel to the garage.
He says Helene's effects go far beyond what meets the eye.
This was collective trauma for an entire region.
That's well put.
And you know, to some degree or another, all of us were affected and still are. And so it's important for people to know that. It's important to know that we still need help.
Much of Asheville sustained by tourism, visitors spending nearly $3 billion in 2023.
Asheville's always been a place that has a lot to express, like that has a lot to say. We're an artistic community and we're a community of makers.
The key to its recovery, it's small business owners who make up 96% of businesses in Asheville. The storm sweeping Asheville Tea Company's headquarters completely off its foundation.
There's a lot of our packaging, still up in trees and strewn about miles down the river. Nothing was salvageable.
Founder Jesse Dean says they're now starting from scratch, blending and packaging their teas out of a shared space.
There's a long way to go still for so many businesses, including mine, to get back to where we were. We don't want to just survive. We want to thrive.
And Guajero, a family-run Cuban restaurant, the food truck and newly opened indoor lounge hit hard by the floodwaters.
Once we were able to get inside, there was probably about 2 to 3 feet of mud and silt on the floor. The floors lifted. It was 24 feet of water.
The family now operating in a new food truck.
Guajiro is open. Come by and be a part of the comeback.
As they work to make ends meet.
We're still struggling to make payroll. A lot of the businesses like ours that lost everything still have a debt. So having a plethora of customers come through is really going to make or break us this spring and a lot of other local businesses in Asheville.
The River Arts District is home to Asheville's creative hub, where artist Leslie Rowland lost her studio.
It's such a weird juxtaposition to be in such a beautiful place. There's just so much joy, and at the same time, there's, a heaviness of heart.
In the aftermath, the artists coming together, sharing food and resources, determined to rise once again.
We can survive. We can do this with community, with intelligence, with resilience. We can move forward.
Something so special about here. Our home for the morning is Highland Brewing Company. The brewery has been at the center of Asheville's craft beer scene
well, 3 decades now, and in the days after the storm, it became a distribution center for the community. CEO Leah Wong Ashburn and her husband, the brewery's vice president, Brock Ashburn, are here with me now. Thank you for allowing us into your home like this. We appreciate it. So, tell me how the brewery was impacted by the storm.
Well, luckily, we're on a hill, so we didn't have a lot of physical damage, but we were without water for 2 months, so no brewing for sure. Yeah, but we had people, equipment, and skills to share.
Yeah, but how did it become a distribution center, a hub for everybody?
It almost had to be. We were able to open up our loading docks. We had forklifts, we had people, and we were paying them to come to work. So we were able to host. We had flat ground. We were able to host up to 8 different aid organizations at the same time, including Beloved, who obviously is still here. And we were able to partner with them. The generosity of the U.S. is so amazing. We were having, 6 to 7 trucks a day coming with supplies from all over the country.
Yeah, and the need is still great.
Amazing.
Yeah, it is, but you're getting there. And what is it, how, you started some kind of, some help for some workers?
Right, yes.
What'd you do?
We know that there's long-term needs, so we introduced a new beer, and this is it. It's Highland Haze.
Oh.
So this beer is on draft only, and for 6 months, we're going to make a donation to North Carolina Hospitality Workers Relief.
Oh, my goodness.
With every keg.
All right. As soon as we wrap, drinks are on me. Let's raise some money. Leah and Brock, thank you so much for what you're doing, and your brewery is just absolutely spectacular.
Thanks for being here.
You're very, very welcome. Let's go back now to Whit, New York.
Whit's heading down there for the drinks.
Exactly. Yeah. Save some for me.